In this video, I'm walking you through my entire real client editing workflow in DaVinci Resolve, from opening the project file to the final delivery. I will show you my exact folder structure, how I organize the media pool and Windows files, how my timeline is built, the tools and shortcuts that save me hours, and what's actually inside my Fusion compositions. This isn't a cinematic effects video, it's real client work done efficiently and cleanly. If you're serious about video editing and want to see how a full project actually comes together from start to finish, this video is a great investment of your time. No gatekeeping, no fake workflows, just how it's done in real life. Also, quick heads up, this video is sponsored by SoundMarket.io, and I will show you exactly where they fit in my editing process later in the video. Before we touch the timelines, I want to show you something that will save you a massive amount of time, and this is project template. This is actually the list of projects I do for my clients, what I've done for my clients. So this one I'm gonna show you is 48th. What I do, if I would start new project now, I would just grab new project, so import project, and this is the project template I use every time. So let's jump into it. And in this project, I'm not gonna show you now media pool, that's gonna be in the next stage, but in this stage I want to show you Fairlight. So what settings I've got here, I've got dynamics here. Okay, it's all ready, it's all done. Voice isolation, it's prepared for 2 tracks, and pink tracks that are dedicated to SFX, and blue one is for music. Equalizer is done on the first track and on second as well. I've got limiter here as well. This is the default DaVinci Resolve plugin, where you can level volume of the whole sound in project, adjusted properly to YouTube videos. Next step will be organization, which keeps you everything stress-free and everything will go smooth when you're well organized. So this is media pool. As you can see, I've got these folders here, and when I open PowerBin, I've got everything there which I saved, all effects. How I organized my media pool, as you can see, so when I jump to normal media pool, okay, as you can see, number goes like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7, 9, 12. But between 4 and 7, everything is in PowerBin. Long story short, what I do, I'm going to PowerBins, I select all the folders and move them to master bin. So when I go to master bin now, as you can see, everything is from 1 to 16. There is no 13, I deleted for some reason, I can't remember. But anyway, it's well organized and it helps me move smoothly through the project. And the next step, I would like to show you how I organize folders in Windows. So as you can see here, I've got folder for A-roll, B-roll, images, and in images I've got icons in PNG and JPEGs. Next I've got some documents there, savers to Fusion composition if I want to render all Fusion composition. I can show you that later, and render in place as well, I show you later. Thumbnail, I don't do thumbnails for clients, but I keep this folder structure for every project as well, for my personal project on YouTube, as I'm currently doing now. And the last folder is Red Video. Highly recommend using this folder structure. You can copy them if you want. Next step is color grading. It used to take me forever until I started to using power grades. For this example, let's grab all A rolls I received from my client through the Google Drive, and show you how I color grade raw footages. So this is whole timeline. It's 35 minutes, nearly 35 minutes. And what I do is I'm going to the footage, I'm going to the color grade, and I'm going to power grade. And for this client, for Erin, I just drop it here and I do some adjustment. This is the node structure in color grading. So I start with highlights. I always look at this window to make sure nothing weird happening. But basically what I do here, I drop the shadows a little bit down, okay? Because otherwise I don't want to be flat, so I put it down. It depends what the lighting is happening on the scene. And basically that's it here. So for me this scene is fine. I'm not color grading professional, I'm not an expert in this area. I just do the basic color grading and I want to share that with you. So next node is color and temperatures. I always put the temperature down. I don't want this, like, you know, it looks here very warm, so I put it down a little bit, not much. And actually that's it. And highlight, so I highlight always the main object in the scene. So I use this circle and I drop it here. And what I do is I take the highlights a little bit up, so object is lighter than the rest of the scene, the background. So this is a highlight object, and this is a darkened background. So this, as I remember, is, yeah, I think I've changed note key here. Yeah, as I remember, as you can see on the left. So she is now darker and now she is lighter. So the background is white. Here's the background, the white is the background. So I use this note and I just take highlight down. Normally it would be like the same, but as you can see, I put the highlight down to about -25. So we've got like vignette around her. And here is a blur sharpness, so the last node, I make it a little bit sharper, the scene a little bit sharper, is 48, normally it would be 50. It doesn't make a big difference, and I don't want to do it like too much because it doesn't look good now. So that's why I took like 48, 47 or something. And it's just basic, really basic color grading. It works fine. But the biggest point here I wanted to show you, if you want to save your color grading for the next project, use Power Grade, and then you can drop it to your scene. And what I do next, jump into edit page, select this clip, copy this, and I'm going to just select the rest of the clips, deselect this first one, and type in Alt-V and just apply color grading, and all color grading is here, okay? The next step is cutting clips. Before I start doing this, I want to show you how to save your time using AI. This is DaVinci Resolve tool for DaVinci Resolve Studio users. If you are without this, if you don't have a studio, highly recommend to buy it. But if you don't have it, you have to cut the clips just by yourself. So what I do to use this AI tool, I'm going to select all clips and I'm going to change it to new compound clip. And I won't go with compound clips actually here. Then I select new compound clip. Then this compound clip will go to folder with compound clips and just create. Then I close media pool. I'm going to timeline. No, sorry, I'm going to clip and I use audio operations, ripple, delete, silence, and then I can change parameters here and just, I don't want to cut everything, so I want to just delete all the silence portions, okay? So I use something like that. Yeah, so I can see only where the silence is, so I delete that and good to go. I think that these parameters are okay for me. And click remove, and again I select all timeline and I'm going to decompose in place using clips only. And next step is I'm going to cut this, so I'm going to time edit mode. I've got shortcut for this as a T on my keyboard, and now I want every clip to be selected under the playhead. So I've got shortcut for that. So every clip is selected where my playhead is located. If you don't have shortcut for that, you need to go to trim and you need to select all clips under playhead, okay? And that's how it works. My shortcuts for everything is, if I don't need anything, like if I don't need this clip, I'm going to hit Ctrl S, going with arrow onto the right, S if I wanna like delete this quickly, and I'm going here and to cut everything, ripple delete from to the left, so I hit Q for that. And let's say I'm happy with this clip, so I leave it and go into the next and delete this. I can see nothing's gonna be set here, delete this, and I can see here in this clip. So as you can see here, I've got instruction that this section needs to be, there needs to be some animation, some graphics. Okay, same as here. As you can see, here is a graphic. Here is a graphic as well. Some instructions. This is a title. So every clip that is instructed by my client to be graphic on top of it. So I always select that kind of clip with color. So I want this color to be purple. Okay, you can change it like that, of course, using these colors. But I've got shortcut for that. This is Ctrl 4 in my case. And next one, if I've got some titles, let's say here I use Ctrl 3, so this clip is blue, and I always know in my timeline where I need to put the graphic or title. Okay, we're not going to do cut, so let's go to actual project, and now I'm going to break down all of this timeline. And you will notice that in this timeline you don't see any track, any music here, because in this content I don't use music. I don't use music for this client, only in bloopers at the end of the video. But overall, in client work, music is essential. It's what keeps viewers emotionally engaged from start to finish. And this is where SoundMarket.io fits perfectly into my workflow. SoundMarket gives you access to a catalog of over 18,000 tracks, including music from award-winning composers who worked with Google, HBO, Disney, Epic Games and more. What's crazy is that this music was previously available only to agencies and production companies, and now it's open to creators. No copyright strikes, no takedowns, no hidden licensing fees, just clean, professional music you can actually use in client projects. You can try SoundMarket for free, but the free plan is limited to 10 MP3 downloads per month. With the paid subscription, you get higher quality files and unlimited downloads, which makes a huge difference if you're working with real clients. If you're considering SoundMarket's annual plan with up to 40% off, using my link in the description helps support the channel and future content like this. Alright, back to the video. So now let's break down all timeline. It's boring but essential part of the video, and I'll show you all tricks, all plugins I use that saves me a lot of time, and how I use Fusion, how I create Fusion compositions. I'm not gonna dive in very deep in every composition, but because this video would take, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. So along my showcasing, if you would like to dive deeper in any particular Fusion composition, just let me know in the comment section below so I can make a video of breaking down particular composition. Let's start with this first hook. As you can see at the beginning, I use adjustment clip for that, as you can see, and what I've done is just shift space and I type in whip zoom. So I've got effect whip zoom, I selected that, and this is the parameters I used for that. Okay, so I've got like nice hook at the first second. So let's jump into Fusion composition. As you can see, this is 3D space. Quickly, I'm gonna cover this. So I've got grid background. So let's go on the left here. So I've got the background. I think I showed that on my last video, how to create this background, what parameters are for that. So I've got image plane here. So let's see, that's on the left. So I think I've got duplicate of that grid. So this is the 3D duplicate. Okay, I didn't use jitter. Yes, I used just controls here, and I've duplicate here as well. So I made 5 backgrounds horizontally and duplicate this these backgrounds 4 times vertically down. Okay, and so we've got the background here on the left, and next step is with 3D space. Let's go on the left. You see here is this effect, so I'm gonna break down this wealth coins as well. So because she's talking about how people build wealth. So what I've done here, you see on the left, so I've got coin icon. Here is a simple coin icon. Then I duplicate this icon using jitter. This is a controls of 100 copies. I've got with jitter 45, center of 45 on X. And I've done it in the next step. Sorry. Go to the left, I tap into in this merge, so on the left. So we've got another one. So all is the same. I just use transform to use this second level. Okay, as you can see, like that. And merge is under, so every merge is under. Okay, so I pull up every line of coins up to the top. So the second this node structure, node tree, is it just different? So everything is like the same here. The duplicate is different. So I've changed the number of copies because in first you've got 100, so next one is 165. However, the most important thing is on jitter tab, center is 0, 4, 25, and in the next one duplicate is, we've got 85 copies, but in jitter tab the center is 0.4, so they're more narrow, they're now not so wide. So when we go to see on the left viewer the third node tree, so we've got the next level, the next, and to the top, yeah. So I've just changed, what I've changed is jitter mainly. So we've got jitter center X 4 to 5, and next one you've got 4, and the next one you've got 375, so I diminish every duplicate by 25 points of center X in Jita, and so on and so forth, okay, to the top. Okay, cool, so we've got it. We've got this mountain of coins, and I group them into one node. So the next step is we've got simple icons that was created by myself. I don't want to break it down, so I took the JPEG from website and I made it by polygons and rectangles. I can't really remember, but as you can see, here is the IRA logo. So I've used polygon and backgrounds for that. I don't want to break down this, it would be too deep. So, and as well as this piggy banks, I've just added text here. I only animated merged here. So as you can see, the merge is like that at the beginning, and after 50 frames, and blend is to 0, and after 50 frames blend went to the 1 and center went back to 0.5. And I've just selected all the they just the same. I just copy every merge from left to the right, and I've selected all the merges, okay, and went to the keyframes tab. As you can see, when we expand tool controls, so as you can see, this is just, I move them to the right a little bit, so it appears one by one slowly. So let's close that, so we know how I made these icons. And next is lines, how I made lines. So we've got 4 polygons, because the next is the lines going down, but we can't see that now, so we need to go to media out, select 2, and we can see how is final effect. So as you can see, the lines coming out. So at the same time where polygons, lines going down, so we've got the same line, the same polygon. I use the same method. I can show you on the left. You see. So what I've done here to have this effect in 3D, just in the scene, lines, I use position to keep the lines between icons and the last circle icon here. So you can see it on the left, now you can. So this position, when I use position for the lines, so this is transform 3D, you could move it like that, okay? So I'll do it in this way. And next one is simple as that, so we've got ellipse, okay? Borderline and ellipse. And I use just length to animate length, and then at the same time kind of this icon appear, and I've used motion pal modifier. Highly recommend this plugin. It's paid. You can find a link in the description below where you can purchase them. Okay, and that's it. And after that is just camera movement, as you can see. So the slide down, I used Y and Z translation, and at the end of the video, it's just zooming out. Okay, well, I started zooming out here, and when we go back to edit page, so zooming out started. We need to wait for render a little bit because it's very heavy animation, so it needs to be rendered for a bit. Okay, we got it. So it's coming out, and we're coming back to the A roll. And at the same time, I've got zoom out face. This is the same zoom from Jake Whip editor collection. And this is just simple zoom from his collection. And I adjusted just the movement, so it looks like nicely coming out from the inside the composition. You've got zoom out at the end. And here is zoom out as well. It looks smooth, it looks nice. It's hard to explain for me, but you know what I mean. And the next step is just this. I can break it down quickly. So we've got this piggy bank, and from the middle, you've got the icon. So she's talking about that there is a new account in America. It's coming soon, and it calls Trump account. So I'll try to break it down quickly. So what I've done here, this is the composition. So let's go to the left. So we've got piggy bank. I use motion pal as well as modifier to change size. Yeah, so size is nice animation in here. And here is just, I think, oh, this is a bit complicated, it was for me. However, this transform is connected to the size of this polygon, and this polygon is connected to all merges here. So as you can see, this polygon is like that. So that's why, so I connected that because I wanted to cover the lines that's coming from beneath the piggy bank. Okay, so piggy bank is showing up and all the lines are covered. It's just separated. It's hard to explain for me because I can't remember seriously how I've done it. If you want this composition to be broken down, I can make separated video for that. Okay, let's move further. Next one we've got, so we've got glitch here. So this is just adjustment clip. Okay, this is just adjustment clip. Okay, we've got adjustment clip. Where are you? Here. So when you've got adjustment clip, you need to go to, again, adjustment clip, shift space, and type in glitch, and you've got digital glitch. This is the default DaVinci Resolve glitch. Everything what is below will be glitched like that. So the next step is just the game changer, total game changer. And what I've done here, let's go to Fusion Comp. Seriously, I can't remember everything. So this is magic mask. Okay, I masked her out to have this effect behind her, and I located these clips between her. This is also, this is plugins from jQuip editor collection. This is whip background, and I've created here, this is the parameters. I don't know if you want to use it or not, but I'll show you the parameters here. What I've done here as well, I use whip animate. So when I've got background, so I type in whip animate. This is very, guys, useful tool that saves me hours. You can have great animation from this plugin. So highly recommend, honestly. So I've used these parameters for that. This is coming up from down to the from the bottom to the top. If you want me to break down how I use editor collection, what I do with whip animate, if you want me to explain that, how I use it, what effects I achieve by using this plugin, just let me know in the comment section below. Okay, let's move on. We've got another one on the left. So I used zoom from editor collection as well. So it's going to the left, and at the end, moving back, and she said welcome back to the channel, and this backgrounds, these squares, rectangles going down. Okay, we've got simple text here, and I use effects whip animate here, so I animated by using this jQuip plugins. Same as well, as you can see at the bottom, and this is whip underlay as well, another plugin from this guy. So we've got overlay here as a transition. You can find it on YouTube somewhere when we move further. So this is actually lock animation green screen D. You can find it on YouTube. I think if you type in unlock animation green 3D, probably you will find this one. I'll show you how it looks like. Okay. When this started, I used dollar icon. So as well, this dollar icon was animated by whip animate. I used blur at the beginning, the blur. This is the amazing tool. Again, I need to praise that plugin because it's awesome. It's awesome. Just fantastic tool. Anyway, at the beginning, when this lock appear, I made it blurry. This bunch of dollars, you can see they're a bit blurry to be lock more visible. So what I've used here is just green screen. Where's that? Okay, this is the animation which I find on YouTube. Bang, delta key, and I think I use transform to size it down, and SM outline for outlines in the animation. Yeah, so we've got outlines, and if you use my previous video in the link description below, you can find this plugin, this tool for free. Okay, let's go next. Okay, this will above smooth go down, adjust, everything is nicely adjusted, and here there's another animation So she's talking about that this Trump account in the age of 18 will change into different account automatically. So let's go down and see how I've done it. This is IRS. This is the logo of US government, some institution, doesn't matter for now. So let's go to account conversion. This is the composition for that. And as you can see, I've used instance for that with motion pal modifier. So I wanted to animate this movement nicely. That's why I used the modifier. And here is the rectangle. So this is just the line between the black line, and this is the text. So probably you're curious about this transition, how it changed from the piggy bank to this logo. So I use rectangle, as you can see here. And this is the parameter for this rectangle, and this one is instance of that rectangle. And I've changed invert, so I needed to de-instance that, yeah, so we can re-instance here and just invert it. If you're new in Fusion, it might be very complicated for you, but really sorry, we don't have the time to break it all down. And I've used zoom out from that, as you can see. It's laggy right now. What I do usually to avoid lagging, when I've done every animation, after every animation, let's say this animation is done, when I finish that, when I'm quite sure everything is perfect and I'm happy with that, I just render that in place, okay, using these parameters, render and locate my render in some folder, and timeline goes smooth with rendered animations. Let's move further. This is some simple animation as well. I use the whip template. Here we've got simple background and just typo. Yeah, simple typo. And it's government here, and you've got some highlight underneath the text. This child icon, and here is government. Money come up from. It's talking about that money. It's the account is funded by government at the beginning, so money goes from the government to the account. And let's go to Trump account, so we can see animation here. So what I've used media in to see everything, and here, yeah, I've used transform. So I knew the government on. Oh, sorry. So let's go to edit page. So this was on the top. Okay, so I could see where is the government PNG, and I used it like that. And to have government underneath, I came back to edit page and move it beneath the government. Okay. However, when we go back to Trump account, we can see the piggy bank is in polygon and the money could go there. Otherwise, it would be visible below the text. Okay. And I can break it down as well for you if you want in different video. Let's move further. It's just the same simple animations. And as well as you can see at the beginning, actually in the previous clip, how that the lines, how it goes from the middle. I can break down in different video if you want how to use polygon, because it was a polygon to open these lines like that. Okay, and as well published points in polygon. I can break it down in different video. Really sorry, but I'm not going to break down every animation. It would take forever. And let's go further. So we've got simple bar here. This is compound clip. I will explain you why I use compound clip for that. So we've got all icons are animated with the whip templates animate plugin, and as well piggy is covered by polygon, so money could go smoothly into it. And that's it with explanation. As you can see, there is nice movement everywhere, and this bar is simple as well. Bar, as you can see, we can go in here and we have how it works like that. So we've got simple bar line below. So I can tell you now, I do not create everything from scratch. So I've got saved macros for that. It's not like I'm going when I in the project for client, I create bars from scratch. I create, I don't know, icons, obviously not, because I can download it, but I don't create everything from scratch, like counter, let's say, because here is a counter. Yeah, there is a counter. I've got everything saved already, so it takes me like few seconds to drop it on timeline. However, I put it into compound clip, because at the end, as you can see, it's going down. So I used whip template for that as well, so I could put everything down, all the icons together. Okay, what's next? Some simple text. Okay, as well, here is the little timeline. We've got a lot of icons here as well, and lines. I use Essential Arrow Line to animate that. Very great tool. It saves my life as well. We've got icons. I used a lot of icons in this project, to be honest, but it works. Here we've got, this is rendered, so we can decompose. No, we don't need to. We can show example here. So here is a simple title at the beginning, text boxed. And we've got plugins whip list as well from editor collection, another tool which I used here. So it's just simple text. Highly recommend. Let's go further. We've got quite complicated animation here. At the beginning is typo. I can't play it back because I would need to render that, render cache, waiting for render cache, but I want to show you that quickly. Everything was rendered in place, but I need to decompose all the clips to show you all the clips to break it down. So as you can see, here is a piggy as well. Here is a timeline. I can show you how I made this timeline. I used duplicate dots. There is animation for that as well. I've saved it as a macro, so I always use it when I need it quickly. Just type in, I've got, I don't know, shift space, timeline, and I've got it, little timeline dots, black. Okay, bang, and I've got all the node tree ready to use. I can break it down in different video. So let's go, it looks like that. And you see the green color is like flowing. So I used displays for that. We can go there and see. This is Trump account. Okay, let's go Alt 5. Okay, yeah, so let's go with this to the left. You can see. Okay, so I used displays and fast noise for that. I've got flowing. Let's move further. And actually, yeah, the piggy go down there. And to not complicate anything, I used just glitch transition, because the same example will be showed in the same way but in different figures. So animation goes like that, piggy goes like that, piggy go to the end, and it'll come back to the beginning. And you've got whip blur, so I've used the same method as I did in showing this log and bunch dollars, as you remember. And that's it. And with no transitions, we're coming back to the A roll. And that's a simple graphic, motion graphic, which I had already created. So this is a node tree for that. So I saved that in my effects in my library. So Fusion, mine, I can't remember that's statistic probably, yeah, and I've got some statistic animation. So, you know, I've done many projects, so along my way, I saved node trees and my workflow is faster because of experience and because I've saved a lot of animation. We've got kind of the same animation, but it showed that how much money can grow from 0 to 18 years old and from 18 years old to 60. And we have got some subtitle here, nothing happening actually in this part of the video, titles. So as you can see, video is 12 minutes now, so you don't have to put a lot of animation when the video is longer, so you can put some transitions from time to time. Sometimes in the video you just need a brief for the viewer. You don't need to put all the time some animations and effects. You know, the viewer needs to brief and think about the video, feel the video, not always watching something pop up on the screen. What is left, there are some animations. I can break it down in different video. However, we're moving further. Yeah, we've got the same method actually, which I've done at the beginning of the video when the text coming out from the piggy. At the beginning it was kiddo, so I literally copy and paste this clip here. And let's move further. We've got some icons as well using whip animate. At the end, so you've got some B-rolls, transitions here, and some simple really animations with icons at the end, as well as here. At the end of the video, you've got comment, subscribe and share, and I've got bloopers because my clients require bloopers on every video, which is quite fun. And at the end of the video, I always do sound effects. So as you can see, I've got sound effects here. I've got special folder for that. So I've got SFX, my favorites. I've saved this folder. So the most useful, the most often used sound effects for me. So I prefer always using them mostly. And apart from that, I've got SFX here as well. Here I've got some list of my SFX here as well. This video length was over 19 minutes. That was just a brief breakdown of the timeline. As I said before, if you want me to break down some particular compositions, just let me know in the comment section below. I can do it for you if you're interested in some of them to be broke down. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this breakdown useful. Please do let me know in the comment section below what you think about my workflow. What would you do differently? I'm always refining my process, so I'm genuinely curious how you organize your projects. If this video helped you, please give it a like. It really supports the channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing for more content. And if you would like to take this even further, watch this video next where I show how to improve your workflow in Fusion. I'll see you there.